Rise and grind, guys. My name is Tetsyumi, and welcome back to episode 28 of our Terraria 1.4 Calamity Mod playthrough. And gamers, as you can see, we're starting things off here in not only the rain, but also with a party going on, because in today's episode, we are going to make the God of Gods weep. And for that, we're going to be celebrating, because in today's episode, we are going to be taking on and defeating the Devourer of Gods. And this fight, I don't know about still, but it used to be my most challenging fight in the Calamity Mod for sure. Although, I mean, with that being said, if you guys didn't watch last episode, go ahead and watch it, because at the end of that episode, we went ahead and gave the Devourer of Gods a few attempts. I think we gave it like 2 attempts. And in the second attempt, I got it into its second phase. And if you guys don't know, its second phase starts at 50% health. I don't know if that's like some kind of good omen, you know, knock on wood, fingers crossed, but it's possible that I've become such a god-level gamer that even a Devourer of Gods is no match for me. So if you really think about it, I am the Devourer of the Devourer of Gods. And I guess with that being said, there's really nothing we need to do before we actually can just start getting into our attempts for the Devourer of God. I will go ahead and show you guys the to-do list here, because obviously, first and foremost, we have take on the Devourer of Gods. Like, that is the big ticket item of this episode. And then everything after is stuff that we need to do after we hopefully defeat the Devourer of Gods. So, like, the Pumpkin Moon, the Frost Moon, the Solar Eclipse, all of these will get new drops that we use to craft this thing, which is called the Ascendant Spirit Essence. And this is basically just the next big kind of crafting material that will allow us to craft a whole bunch of new stuff, a bunch of new armor, actually, yeah, 2 new sets of armor and a whole lot of weapons, and one of those sets of armor we are going to craft at this episode. And then afterwards, I mean, that's pretty much going to be it. So I'm planning on, again, changing my class up for the next few bosses, because like I say this like every other episode now, we are so close to being done with the Calamity Mod. We have 4 bosses left. After today, it's going to be 3. And I figure, you know, we'll have the Summoner class for this boss. We'll go ahead and switch it up for your arm. We'll maybe switch it up one more time for the Exomex. And then I think I'm going to choose which class I want to play for Supreme Witch Calamitous. Or you guys can also let me know in the comments what particular class you want to see me play. But I'm thinking of just going back to the melee class for this last fight, because obviously Calamity and melee go hand in hand. They changed a whole bunch of super cool melee weapons. Like, they introduced, like, the Arc of the Elements. They introduced, like, like, the Biome Blade, stuff like that. They overhauled so many of the melee weapons that I feel like it would kind of just be doing a service to fight the last boss of the Calamity Mod with some of those super cool Calamity Mod melee weapons. But again, you guys can let me know if you do want to see that, or if you want to see me do a different class, because honestly, I'm not opposed to changing up that plan at all. Alright, so I went ahead and cleared the rain. We are up in our big, long sky platform, which is going to be our arena for this fight. And yeah, like I mentioned, I didn't really change anything off camera. So the plan is, we're going to give it a few good attempts right now. And then if we just, like, get stuck on a certain part, or if we really just can't progress, my plan is I'm going to try and, like, get rid of a lot of these little floating islands, and maybe some of these, like, regular floating islands, because the strategy for this fight, and the strategy that worked pretty well at the end of the last episode, was me flying, like, upwards and downwards diagonally, because the boss would basically chase you, and that gives you a really good opportunity to attack its head, which I haven't actually confirmed this, but I'm pretty sure the head is, like, the thing you need to attack, because the rest of the body just, like, has crazy high defense, so you basically do no damage. So these floating islands might get in the way of me flying up and down diagonally. Hopefully not, but if it does, we can always just remove them, and it shouldn't take too long. But before we do any of that, we're going to go ahead and give it a few attempts with my arena as it is now, and hopefully this isn't too bad. So I guess we'll go ahead and zoom out, and let's get started. Alright, well, let's go ahead and zoom out my minimap a little bit. I don't know if I'll be using the minimap in this orientation, or if I'll have it on the background like this, because it is a worm enemy, so I'm expecting it to kind of travel very far away from me and then try and, like, headbutt me as worm enemies usually do. So I guess for now I'll keep it like this, and, let me stop stalling. Let's actually go ahead and spawn this thing in. Bam! So it did spawn behind me, unfortunately. It is also so loud. But yeah, this is pretty much my plan. Oh god, it's already... Thank God I have the whatever, like, ninja potion on, so it doesn't just destroy me. I have at least, like, 1 dodge available to me. But yeah, here you go. You can see, like, really easily what I'm gonna do, basically. I'm gonna fly up like that, the boss is gonna follow me, and then I'm just gonna hit it, and that should work. Or not. That was really bad. Okay, you know what, that attempt doesn't count. I was fiddling with, like, my mounts, because I had the wrong mount equipped, and I wanted to have my slide mount equipped so I could, like, fall fast. That was just bad. Surely round 2 will go better. It did not go better, in fact, but I did notice something. So, when you look on the minimap, you can see its head and also its tail. So I'm wondering if I can attack its tail instead of its head, and that will also do, like, decent damage. That was great. Okay. Yeah, that was great. So that is pretty much the point I got to in the attempt at my last episode, where I got, like, decently far. I think it was, like, what, 45% or something? And then it shot the, like, checkerboard pattern of lasers across. Okay. That is progress in this episode. I'll absolutely take that. I think my plan for that will be to switch back into this Brimrose mount, so I can, like, easily dodge that, because I don't, like, I'm gonna use the teleport a lot in this fight, and the cooldown, like, doubles when you're in a boss fight, so I don't know if that will be off cooldown in time for me to dodge that. So yeah, I think my plan will be to switch into my Brimstone mount, and then use this, so hopefully that's a good plan. Let's just get back into it. I'll be honest, I don't know how much the Transformer is helping, because I'm pretty sure that the most of the projectile attacks in the first phase, at least, are, like, electrical damage, and this is supposed to provide, like, good resistance against electrical enemy damage, but I feel like it might be better to have the evolution on, because this gives us a % chance to straight up, like, reflect a projectile and have that projectile do no damage. And I'm noticing that I'm dying a lot in the second phase to the main boss's, like, fireballs, because apparently this Devourer of Gods can shoot fireballs from its head. So let's go ahead and try a few with the evolution on, and see if that makes any sort of a difference. Did the boss... Oh. I thought the boss just despawned. It went so far away from me. But I think either way, this attempt is probably not gonna be the greatest, because I ran out of healing potions. So I'm gonna need to farm a little bit for some of those. It's honestly pretty much just like I'm waiting till I die now, because without healing potions, there's pretty much no way for me to survive. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, not a bad attempt for running out of heals in the beginning of that fight. I don't understand this fucking boss. What do I do? What do you want me to do there? I don't get it. I don't get it. Fuck. Wait! No, hold on. I don't think the Transformer works. I don't think this is doing anything. So what the Transformer is supposed to do is immunity to electrified, like right there, immunity to electrified, the debuff, and resist all electrical projectile and enemy damage. That second part, it's like, I guess that just means that I take less damage. If that doesn't work, whatever, I don't care. But immunity to electrified, and it says enemy bullets do half damage and are reflected back at the enemy for 800% their original damage. I've never seen that happen during this boss fight. Maybe I just missed it, But the big ticket item here is immunity to electrified. And you know what? Let's spawn the boss in right now. Let's spawn the boss in right now, because I'm going to show you guys that this is not working. Let me go ahead and put this on right here. I'm going to take electrified damage real quick from this attack right here. Okay, well, the cooldown from the potion. Hold on. There we go. Where is it? Where is the buff? There. Where is that? Wait, is it Godslayer Inferno? Wait, what the fuck? Does it not give me the electrified debuff? Am I just being really stupid? Oh shit. I'm an idiot for a completely different set of reasons. Yeah, the Devourer of Gods, it doesn't do any sort of electrical attacks or debuffs. The debuff I was getting the whole time was the, like, Godslayer Inferno debuff. It wasn't electrified like I thought it was. So, I guess then, like, yeah, the Transformer is just shit for this fight. It's, like, not doing anything. Because what I was gonna do is I was gonna put on the Dynamo Stem Cells, which would give me immunity to Electrified and Dragonfire. And then, you know, I realized that the Transformer is supposed to give me immunity to Electrified. But, yeah, the boss doesn't give me that effect. So, I guess I will put on the Evolution, unless there's a better accessory I can put on. Alright, here we go. So this is going to be the setup going into our next few fights. So I am going to keep the Evolution on, as opposed to any other accessory. And I'm going to switch out my wings for the Seraph Tracers, because I noticed that a lot of, like, the guides on the wiki were recommending these. And I think I do agree that, like, the horizontal mobility is probably going to be really helpful for this fight, especially for the second phase, because my goal for the second phase is really just to, like, outrun the kind of bullet hell section, because that just does a lot of damage to me, and I feel like if we can get rid of that section of the fight, then I'll definitely get a bit further. And also, I went ahead and got myself another potion, which is the Soaring Potion, because, again, this boss fight, like, cuts your flight time in half, and also, the Seraph Tracers have a lot less flight time than the Terragon Wings anyway, so I feel like a little bit of a boost in the flight time is probably helpful. And I didn't mention this earlier, but I also went ahead and put on another potion, which is the Gravity Normalizer Potion, because I noticed a lot when I was getting into space, I was getting, you know, tripped up by the lack of gravity, so I got that to just, like, get rid of all the low gravity stuff in space. So this is going to be my loadout for these next few attempts, and if this still doesn't work, then I will probably have to, like, make another layer of platform, or, like, get rid of these floating islands or something. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Fuck the Seraph Tracers. All my homies hate the Seraph Tracers. I fucking hate worms. Fuck it, another platform. And also, screw this floating island. Much better. I really hope this makes a difference. Yeah! Kill yourself, God! As our test footage shows, the double platforms helped a little bit. Fuck! What? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, does this boss want me to have horizontal move speed and then move across my arena, or does it want me to have vertical move speed? Because clearly it doesn't want me to fly, because the Seraph Tracers are ass. They are so bad. Like, I can't even get back up to my platform if I fall off. Plus L plus ratio. Like, I don't know what to do. So clearly I must need vertical flight, right? But, like, then the second phase comes in and I just get bodied. Because, like, just random bullets come. I don't get. I don't know what it wants from me. I simply don't know what it wants from me. Wah! What the fuck? God damn it. I don't want to watch a 5-minute cutscene before I instantly die. Like the reason I'm recording Terraria right now instead of like any other video, like Melty Blood, is because I didn't want to scream. You know, I have like a headache right now, so I just wanted a chill game to record. Every time I fight the boss, I think I did that last first phase. I think I did that no hit. I think I did. I might include that phase just because I'm pretty sure I did that entire phase no hit. And then the second the actual Devourer of Gods spawns in, it first off predicts my movement and does all of my health, and then comes back for the 1-2. I don't know what to do. I just genuinely don't understand this fight. Like it's not even that like it's particularly hard. I just can't get any more than 10% into the second phase, so like I can't learn any more about it. God, it's annoying. Why? I am so unfathomably angry, and yet at the same time, I am in complete zen. I don't care. Like, I don't care, and yet I want to die. Every time that I die, it's just some brand new, never before seen bullshit. What the fuck was that attack that killed me? I've never seen that before in my life. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The observant viewer might notice that I'm going fucking insane. So, to combat this, I'm going to be changing up my strategy once again. I am going to utilize these platforms, this arena, instead of these two long ones, because I don't know, maybe I'll have better luck fighting it in an actual arena setting as opposed to like a big, long platform across the entire world. That's my hope anyway. I'm running out of options. Like, truly, I'm running out of options. If this doesn't work, I might have to, like, switch my class or something. Like, I genuinely don't know. You know what? I mean, it didn't go worse, I guess. It's still just the last phase. The last phase is just stupid. Like, this is a poorly designed boss. If I can get to the last phase, if I can beat the whole first phase of the boss in my second attempt without, like, knowing anything going in, and then consistently do it basically while getting no hit, not that attempt, obviously. I mean, I guess you guys won't even see it. But, like, if I could do that consistently, then maybe you need to rethink the balancing around your boss. Because clearly the first phase is just a cutscene. So, like, it just sucks. This boss just sucks. I hate it. This boss is a gateway drug into cheating. This boss fight is figuring out you had summer reading on the last day of summer. I was gonna quit, but then I remembered this pick. No! Well, this attempt is over. I, yet again, ran out of healing potions, so... Clearly, my rage meter's broken, because I should have this shit fucking 24/7! Nope! Nope! No, no more! No more! Nope! Nope! Fuck the mage class! Fuck this! I can't do it! Nope! I'm putting on a melee set, and I'm getting a melee weapon, and I'm gonna beat it the first try, because the melee class is fucking stupid, and the mage class sucks. It's a new day, and calm Tetsyumi is here. And in this new zen state, I've come to realize something. All this hatred and anger towards the Devourer of Gods, that's just what he wants us to feel. He wants to put us down by shoving all these negative emotions in our face, and realistically, that's never how we're gonna beat him. No. How we beat the Devourer of Gods is by showering him with love and kindness. The same love and kindness that I fear he may have never gotten as a kid. Let's go. I love you. You are so much funnier than the girls at school give you credit for. God, you have such beautiful skin! What the fuck? I love you so much. Fuck the Devourer of Gods! Nah, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Fuck the Devourer of Gods. Oh my god! Oh my god. I just, you know what, I need a minute. You know what, just, I need a minute. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, naturally, because after I fought probably the hardest boss in my life, we got a little filler arc with the Goblin Army. Okay. Alright, well, there we go. So, a little bit of insight onto that entire experience. That was 30 gigabytes worth of attempts, and that was, like, just the recorded attempts. There were, like, I would say maybe 10 or so that I recorded, then just, like, deleted and probably not gonna show in all the cuts of me dying. So yeah, about 30 gigabytes worth, which is a lot of recording. Each attempt took, on average, I think, like 6 minutes, because the first phase by itself takes like 4 minutes, which is why it's so much, like, it's so many files. It's like absolutely crazy. It honestly sucked. That boss fight was terrible. Like, that was terrible. I kind of knew it was going to be terrible going in, but that was awful. And before you guys comment, like, oh, Tetsyumi, come on, it's just a get good thing. Like up here, I'm on death mode. If you guys don't remember what death mode does, it makes all the bosses more challenging. I'm pretty sure either death mode or revengeance mode makes the AI for the bosses harder. And then death mode on top of that makes the bosses have a lot more health and just be tankier, and then also hit like twice as hard. So on top of the boss having crazy AI, it would also hit twice as hard and became so much tankier. If I fought this boss on like normal mode or even just like revengeance mode, I guarantee that boss fight would have been so much easier. There was just so much jank to it. Like in the last phase where it had the like horizontal and vertical like checkerboard pattern that you had to like stand in the middle of and dodge. A lot of the time when that phase was going on, I would stand like in the middle, right? Because I would put on my mount and then like move very like incrementally to like get in the perfect spot. And then sometimes a stray beam would still like come horizontally and hit me like square in the middle, which isn't supposed to happen as far as I know. So that boss sucked, and I'm so happy that I don't have to do that again for a very long time. The crazy thing too is that like not even the last boss of the game, like none of the other bosses in my opinion were that crazy hard. Like it was the same thing when I played this Terraria Calamity Mod 3 years ago on my channel. Like Devourer of Gods was by far the hardest fight that I had, and then the other ones were like kind of normal Calamity fights. Like they were hard, sure, but they were like fun and I could like improve. This one was just like, oh, you got to the second phase after you watched a 5-minute cutscene? Oh, okay, well now you can die. So have fun. Alright, but you know what, with all that being said, let's go ahead and open up the treasure bag, see what we got. First off, so obviously we got the Devourer of Gods lore here. If you want to pause and read that, I'm not going to. I am not giving the Devourer of Gods any more time of my day. We got some Cosmolite bricks, which are pretty cool crafting material just for like furniture and stuff. We got some Omega healing potions, which are better than the Supreme healing potions. We obviously got the relic, and here we go, the main event, the treasure bag. 3, 2, 1, bam! So what did we get? Ooh! Okay, we got a melee weapon first off. We also got a ton of these Cosmolite bars, which is a crafting material for a lot of very cool stuff. So let's see what this sword does. Oh my, yo! Damn! Oh, that is sick looking. I wonder if that, like, homes in or anything like that. It looks like it has a pretty good range. It looks like it doesn't home in, but, like, damn! That is so cool! We also got ourselves, looks like, a throwing weapon. We got the Eradicator, which, again, sounds very cool. Let's go ahead and see what this does. Ooh! Damn! Okay, so it fires real slow, but, like, has a nice little laser effect. It kind of acts like a boomerang. Okay, we love that. We also got the Norfleet, which is a ranged weapon. Do I not have any? Oh, I do have musket balls. Does it not take musket balls? Let's see. Ah, okay, so it takes fallen stars as ammo. So let's see what it does. It says it's a snail speed, so it's really whoa. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god! And it goes through blocks? What? That is so cool. Oh my, dude, I might need to do ranged. Just because this weapon is so cool by itself. Oh my god, that's awesome. Alright, and then last but not least, we got ourselves the Nebulous Core, which is a equipable, just does 10% increased damage, summons floating nebulous stars to protect you, and you survive an attack that would have killed you and you're healed for 100 HP, which is honestly not that much, but like surviving attack that would have killed you is really good, so I might switch this out for something else. But with that being said, honestly, like, we do have more stuff in the to-do list. I think, like, I just gotta end the episode. Like, I just have to end. For my mental health, like, I need to be far away from anything that has to do with the Devourer of Gods right now. Like, the Devourer of Gods ruined me. I can't stand to be in the same episode that we took it down, even though thank God we did take it down. So with that being said, gamers, next episode, we are going to go ahead and do some of this other stuff, you know, do the Pumpkin Moon, Frost Moon, Solar Eclipse, craft all this cool stuff. I'll also look at more stuff off camera that we can craft, and then potentially we will also change our class one more time, because I do want to change my class at least once or twice before the end of this series. Definitely for Supreme Witch Calamitous at the very least. So, yeah, go ahead and take a look at that. If you have any recommendations for what class you want to see me play, let me know in the comments. And, yeah, gamers, with that being said, that's going to be it. So, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.